Hello, I'm the Wacky Musician, and today we're going to build a real simple and effective drum. In fact, there's not a whole lot of building involved. This is a pail drum, where I'm specifically using here an Easter pail, but any type of metal pail will work. So the pail itself, once you have it, that part of the drum is pretty much done, except for a modification we can do. Here we have a variation of the drum where we put a piece of paper over the bottom of the bucket. Now for the drum, that's the top of the drum. Change the sound a little and this is what we get. Now this particular one, it's a nice little Easter basket actually, Easter pail. It is metal, which is what you want. Metal will make a much better sound. Plastic can work, but it doesn't ring as well. And these ones I've got right here came from the Dollar Tree. So they're only $1, though you probably won't be able to get them after Easter, which is only a week away. So if you want to do it, you should get them while you can. Maybe at the clearance sales. Otherwise, a regular metal pail will work just fine. So you just flip it over, you've got your drum. Now you need a drumstick, and that's where we can do some building. What you will need is paper, as always, and Scotch tape or some type of tape. Take 3 sheets of your paper. This is how I get rid of my scrap paper. You can see this has music on it. These are old printouts or messed up printouts that didn't come out right. Put the 3 sheets fully together. So you want to roll it as tightly as you can. You're going to start rolling on the long ways of the paper, rolling the length of the short ways. You want a very tight roll, so just bend the top over as little bit and crease it. And that'll get you started. So you have, didn't quite get it there. So you have a little crease there. And then use that crease to roll. And the tighter you can roll it, the better your drumstick will be. You just roll it the whole length of the paper there. Technically it's the width, but for our purposes it's length. Get rid of the extra there. So you have a tight roll here. Then all you need to do is put some tape on it to hold it closed. Put one at the top. Don't let it come unraveled. Put one at the bottom. As to what's the top or bottom, that doesn't matter. Either side can be the top or bottom. Just wrap it over and put at least one more in the middle. Just right down the middle. Now of course if you want it more secure, you can tape the rest of it. This other drumstick I was using has tape all down it to keep it nice and solid. You also can try different amounts of paper. I would not use less than 3. You might try 4 for a little thicker stick. 5 would probably be getting too thick. Now to play your drum, you want to hold it loosely. If you hold it tight, you lose a lot of the sound. It needs to vibrate. So very loose hold in your hand. See, my hand's just inside the pail. But it's very loose. And then you just want to kind of bounce the stick off the center. And it's able to ring, you get a nice drum sound there. Now to get a different sound, there's one more thing we can do, and that is to tape a piece of paper tightly across the bottom rim here, which is the top of the drum. And to do that, you'll need paper, of course. You'll need scissors, and you'll need tape again. Just 1 sheet of paper for this. So you could try more, get different sounds. Put the pail on it and drop my scissors, and you can just kind of square out the size to fit the pail. If you don't want it to be too short, it's okay if it's a little long, we can take the extra down. So, there. We've got a square there that covers the bottom of the pail. Now we're just going to tape that on. I usually start with the corners. I think that's the easiest. Grab a corner with the tape and pull it down. Make sure that you're keeping the paper so it can cover the entire bottom. Make sure it's sticking good. Alright, grab another piece of tape. And I'm going to take the opposite corner. And we're going to pull that one down. So now we have these 2 corners done. And we got to do these 2. Alright, so I'm going to do the other corner here, keeping it tight. You want to pull the paper tight so it makes a good drum head. So I've got the 4 corners. Now I just need to tape down the remaining parts. So here where the paper's sticking up still, I'm going to put some tape and push that one down. Go to the next spot, push that one down. Make sure the tape's sticking. And next spot that's right here, tape it down. And I get one more spot here. And we'll tape that down. Alright. Now if I wanted to be thorough, I could keep taping until it was all 100% taped, but that should be enough to hold it pretty good. If you're concerned about the tape coming loose, which I've had problems, oops, sorry about that, tape came off the roll. Now if you're concerned about the tape coming loose, and if you're playing it a lot, that can happen, what I do is take a big long piece. I can get it off, balancing things here. And we're just going to wrap it where the tape gets the drum. We're going to wrap it around in a circle to secure the tape in place good. Just wrap it around. If it didn't make it all the way around, get another piece. That one did. And finish the journey. So just wrapping it around, that'll help hold the other tape down. And then you have a different type of drum. Makes a different sound. Hold it the same way, loose so it can vibrate, loosely in your hand. And you get, you can almost say more of like a snare drum sound, where the other one's more like a bass drum sound. So together, with both of them, you've got a bass and a snare. And that's all. Simple and easy.